let's hit some serious news here. You know what? Let's go over more of these terrorism drills, because really I only went over in depth this California drill. And in fact, this New York drill is really the one that I'm very concerned about. Not because I think anything's going on, but because it always makes me uncomfortable when they're saying, oh, someone could blow up the Holland Tunnel. If you've ever been in the Holland Tunnel, your fears of like just all of a sudden it collapsing or some water pouring through. I mean, you're trapped in the Holland Tunnel, folks. You're under the ocean, you know? Or it might be under the Hudson, actually. You're not under the ocean. You're under the Hudson River. I mean, it's scary. I mean, you go through it. I can't imagine if someone blew up the Holland Tunnel. That would be a big deal. Authorities have warned people about a huge emergency response drill set for New York City's World Trade Center on Sunday, seeking to avoid panic like one caused by an unannounced flyover by a U.S. presidential plane. Oh, now they're saying that that was a drill. Of course it was. It was a PSYOP drill. It had nothing to do with a photo op. Let me repeat that. Nothing to do with a photo op. That was bull. Jason, they love us. More than 800 emergency responders, mostly police and firefighters, will practice responding to a simulated explosion on commuter train in the tunnel below the Hudson River that separates New York from New Jersey. The drill is set to run from 6 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. and at a transit hub, which is surrounded by construction sites for skyscrapers and a memorial for victims of the September 11, 2001 attacks. People will see and hear lots of sirens and lots of emergency responses. And I guarantee this will be somewhat of a psyop too, because most people in the city won't know this is going on, and they are going to see how people act. Said Steve Coleman, a spokesperson for the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, which owns the World Trade Center site and operates the Trans-Hudson commuter line. So I guess they're going to blow up the train station and not the Holland Tunnel you drive through. So that is a little less scary. I'm not going to lie. You're really not aware where you are when you're on a subway train because you're underground. The World Trade Center site has been attacked twice, first by a truck bomb in 93, and then in September 11th, attacks to destroy the Twin Towers in 2001. Both by the feds, by the way. Both by this international intelligence cartel that I like to call the Invisible Empire. That's who did it. Wasn't Muslims in a cave. I hate to tell you. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm not happy about it. I promise you that. Since then, Madrid, London, and Mumbai have been hit by these same Invisible Empire people. Oh, no, wait. Oh, they're not saying that. Oh, hit by attacks on their transit systems, putting New York on alert. On April 27th, a plane used by President Barack Obama, trailed by a fighter jet, flew low over the Statue of Liberty near the World Trade Center site. No, it wasn't just over the Statue of Liberty. See how they tried to change things? It was throughout the city's skyline. It was going past buildings. If they wanted to do that by just the Statue of Liberty, which I've been inside of, by the way, as a young lad, let me tell you, it was tough. It was like a 4.5 hour walk to get up into the, I think I got up into the Crown because they were renovating the torch, and they actually had the old torch right in the lobby when you got there. I still remember it to this day because I was with my pops and my brother and sister, and I said, yo, to one of the people that worked there, asking him about something, and my father's just like, you don't talk like that, and gave me a little slap on the back of the head, and the guy's like, oh, don't you worry, a lot of people say a lot worse things to me. Wasn't used to the yo talk, and to this day I use yo. But it turned out the flight, which was not announced to the public, had been staged for a photo shoot. Total lies. There are no photos. Don't you? The only photos are the ones that the people in New York City took. There's no photo shoot. I mean, come on. The aide who authorized the flyover resigned on May 8th. Oh, yeah, like an aide is the one that authorized a psychological operation on the people. Give me a break. Give me a break. Saying the controversy made it impossible for him to lead the White House military office. Coleman said the warnings issued ahead of Sunday's event were not necessarily related to that snafu. We have done similar drills with similar types of warnings. Obviously, this is a bigger scale drill, so we are doing a little bit more. I don't think it's strictly because of what happened 2 weeks ago with the flyover. Yeah, right. And like we said, we have those drills going on in Flint, Michigan as well, all leading up to this summer super exercise of National Level Exercise 09, NLE 09. All local governments, all state governments, all federal agencies will be involved. DHS oversight with FEMA. And let's not forget the international intelligence organizations and private sector that will also be aboard for NLE 09. Remember, the United Kingdom, Mexico, Australia, Canada, and the U.S. with FEMA to prevent terrorism. We have to be very aware of that massive exercise that will probably intertwine a lot of smaller exercises like the ones we're seeing this weekend. And the reason we report on this is because it's to prepare the public for what is coming from this invisible empire. These globalists, the people that really call the shots, not just some puppet with a smile named Barack Obama, friends. It's the Infowarrior with Jason Bermas. We'll be back with your calls after this. Infowars.com, PrisonPlanet.tv.